India citrus fruits rank third in production and after banana and mango. Among citrus crops, citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C, A and B and phosphorus. Oranges are consumed fresh or in the form of juice, squash, syrup and jam. Peel oil, citric acid, essence are also extracted from the citrus fruits. Climate and soil requirement of citrus fruits. Citrus is grown in more than 26 states in our country. The important states producing major citrus fruits in India are, in respect of sweet oranges, the states like Punjab, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, they occupy more area under sweet oranges. Whereas states like Maharashtra, Nagpur, Madhya Pradesh, northeastern region, Punjab, Rajasthan, UP, West Bengal and Sikkim, they grow mandarin. Acid lime is, on the other hand, grown in larger area in states like Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. The lemons are also grown in certain parts of India, namely in Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, UP, Assam and Karnataka. Climate requirements. Citrus fruits in India are cultivated under varied agroecological conditions, right from arid and semi-arid areas of southwestern region to humid tropical climate of northeast India. Citrus trees are evergreen, grown in truly subtropical climate of the world. In tropical regions of the world, they tend to produce cyclic growth of flushes. Citrus fruits grow best between a temperature range of 13 degrees C to 37 degrees centigrade. Temperatures below 4 degrees C are harmful for the young plants. Soil temperature around 25 degrees centigrade is optimum for root growth. High humidity favors spread of many diseases. Frost is highly injurious. Hot wind during summer results in desiccation and drop of flowers and developing fruits. Khasi and Darjeeling mandarins are grown in higher altitudes up to 2000 meter as it is adapted to cooler climate. Soil requirement of citrus is very typical. These plants are grown in a wider range of soils, that is from sandy loam or alluvial soils of North India to clay loam or deep clay loam or lateritic or acidic soils in the Deccan Plateau and northeastern hills. Citrus orchards flourish well in light soils with good drainage properties. Deep soils with a pH range of 5.5 to 7.5 are considered ideal. However, they can be also grown in a pH range of 4 to 9. High calcium carbonate concentration in feeder roots zone may adversely affect the growth. Varieties in different citrus groups. Citrus species belonging to Rutaceae family with a chromosome number of 18 have many varieties. For example, in the case of mandarin oranges, Kinno mandarin, Nagpur, Khasi, Darjeeling, they cover the largest area, nearly 50% in India. In the case of sweet oranges, Mozambique, Sathukudi, pineapple, blood red and Jaffa, these are all some of the important varieties which account for nearly 23% of share in citrus production. In the case of acid lime, about 23% are grown and they are smaller in size comparatively. In the case of lemon, they are yellow and big in size. Despite the differences in flavor, color and size, limes and lemons have some nutritional benefits and are low in calories. Pomelo, which is called chakota in Kannada, is liked by many for its medicinal properties. Now we will see how citrus is propagated on commercial scale. Mandarin oranges are propagated by seeds and tree budding or grafting method is being followed. Sweet oranges are propagated by subterminal stem cuttings or layering or tree budding or grafting method. Acid limes are propagated by seed and tree budding or grafting method is being followed. Availability of quality planting material is of utmost importance in citrus cultivation. Currently used rootstocks for citrus are rough lemon and Rangpur lime. Now we will see the planting and cropping system. Land needs to be thoroughly plowed and leveled. In hilly areas, planting is done on terraces against the slopes, and on such lands high density planting is possible as more aerial space is available than in flat lands. Since citrus trees are highly sensitive to waterlogging and water stagnation during rainy season, providing drainage channels of 3 to 4 feet depth along the slopes around the orchard is highly essential. The training and pruning requirements of citrus is also very different from other crops. In order to allow the growth of a strong trunk, initially shoots up to 40 to 50 centimeter from the ground level should be removed. The center of the plant should remain open. Branches should be well distributed to all sides. Cross twigs, water suckers are to be removed yearly. The bearing trees require little or no pruning at all. All diseased, injured and drooping branches and dead woods are to be removed periodically. Now we will see the water, nutrient and weed management aspect of citrus. Citrus requires critical stage of watering in the initial years. It reduces fruit drop and increases the fruit size. Diseases like root rot and collar rot occur in flooded conditions. Light irrigation with high frequency is beneficial. Irrigation water containing more than 1000 ppm salts is injurious. Quantity of water and frequency of irrigation depends on soil texture and growth stage. Micro irrigation system not only saves water and nutrients but also ensures good retention of fruits during critical stage of crop growth, that is March and April, even in situations where water is not a limiting factor. Regarding the manures and fertilizers, manuring is done in 3 equal split doses 3 times in a year in February, June and September. The recommended format manure doses for first to 7th year may vary from 20 to 40 kg per plant per year, and the chemical fertilizers requirement for first year to 7th year, if you see first year we have to give 100 grams of nitrogen and it can be slowly increased to 500 kg of nitrogen per plant per year on 7th year. Likewise, phosphorus, if you see right from first year 50 grams and it is increased at slow interval, and finally at the 7th year we have to give around 250 grams per plant per year. Likewise, potash starting from 25 grams in the first year it is increased, and finally at the 5th year each plant should receive 250 grams per plant per year. Similarly, micronutrients like zinc sulfate starting from 25 grams per plant, slowly we have to increase to 150 gram per plant per year at the time of 7th year of its planting. Ferrous sulfate similarly from 25 grams we can slowly increase to 150 gram per plant per year. Then manganese sulfate also 25 to 150 gram per plant per year. 1 or 2 sprays of these micronutrients mixture if required may be also given to correct the micronutrient deficiencies. Micronutrients like zinc, copper, manganese, iron, boron and molybdenum are required in sufficient quantities. Improper supply of nutrients may cause serious disorders which may lead to decline of the whole orchard. Micronutrient spray should be supplied through foliar spraying, especially when the plants are in the flushing stage. Special horticultural techniques: plowing, spreading of basins, weed control are important intercultural operations for soil aeration and health. Chemical control of weeds with pre-emergent pesticides like diuron at the rate of 3 kg per hectare, cymazine at the rate of 4 kg per hectare, or glyphosate at the rate of 4 liters per hectare, or paraquat at the rate of 2 liters per hectare may be adopted to check the weed population. Regarding the intercrops, crops like soybean, grams, groundnut, cowpeas, French bean, peas can be grown in the citrus orchards. Intercropping is advisable during the initial 3 or 4 years only after planting. Thereafter, this practice may be dispensed. Use of growth regulators is also followed in citrus production. To improve the fruit set, 2,4-D at the rate of 20 ppm during flowering is given. For fruit retention, the same chemical, namely 2,4-D at the rate of 20 ppm or NAA at 30 ppm after fruit set, that is marble size, is sprayed. Some of the important disorders affecting citrus we will see now. One is Phytophthora gummosis. It is a fungal disease. The symptoms are very peculiar. In leaf, yellow foliage and shoot dieback takes place. If citrus weevils are present, adults may feed on the leaves, causing notching symptoms. In the fruits, reduced fruit size and yield could be encountered. Trunk, dark water soaked areas in the area of active infection could be seen. Lesions usually occur on the bark or at the bud union. Lesions may exude copious amount of gum and a brown necrotic area will be found under the bark lesions. Dead barkwood tends to break away from the trunk in vertical strips. Lesions may spread around the circumference of the trunk, slowly girdling the tree. Sometimes the whole tree is also affected by Phytophthora, which may result in poor tree health, thin canopy, failure to make new growth, and little water and nutrient uptake leading to wilting. When roots are infected, the surface of the root becomes soft, discolored, appears water soaked. Fibrous roots slough their cortex, leaving only white thread like root cylinder. It should be noted that rapidly in the presence of citrus root weevil. This can be controlled by scraping of the affected area and application of Bodo paste or copper oxychloride paste or ridomil plus carbendazim as the case may be. Then citrus greening, it is a virus disease. It is also known as citrus hangong HLB, which is caused by the bacterium Candidature liberacat. The bacterium is transmitted by a psyllid, Diaphornia citri. The general symptoms are visible Asian citrus psyllids, asymmetrical blotchy mottling of leaves, raised thickened or corky veins, lopsided bitter hard fruit with small dark aborted seeds. This can be controlled by removal of infected branches, unproductive trees, their replacement with disease-free plants. Application of lidomycin 600 ppm with zinc sulfate or ferrous sulfate, meticulous control of citrus Scilla vector are essential features of plant protection measures. Citrus tistissa virus, which is a serious viral species of Clastrovirus genus group affecting citrus. This virus is transmitted most efficiently by the brown citrus aphid. Symptoms of this greening virus infections are highly variable, depend on several factors including host, virulence of the particular virus strain and environmental conditions. The three most common symptoms are decline, both quick and slow decline, stem pitting and seedling yellow, Controlling of aphids and use of cross-protected grafts and shoot-tip grafted plants or disease-free grafts are the possible method of avoiding infection by this virus. Citrus canker, it is a bacterial disease. Affected citrus tree continuously show decline in health and fruit production until the tree produces no fruit at all. Citrus canker is highly contagious and can be spread rapidly. The most important symptoms are leaf spotting and fruit rind blemishing, but when the conditions are highly favorable for infection, infection causes defoliation, shoot dieback and fruit drop. Citrus canker symptoms include brown spots on leaves, often with an oily or water-soaked appearance. The spots, that is the lesions, are usually surrounded by a yellowish halo and they can be seen on both the upper and lower sides of the leaf. Similar symptoms can appear on fruit and stems. They can be controlled by cutting of infected twigs followed by spraying of 1% Bodo mixture or copper fungicides. Foliar spray application of 100 ppm of streptomycin sulfate is also found very effective. Powder mildew, a fungal disease that causes leaf and shoot distortion, premature leaf and fruit drop, twig and branch dieback. Severe infection can significantly reduce tree productivity, fruit quality and yield. This disease can be a major problem in citrus nurseries. Powder mildew is caused by the fungi Oidium citri and other species. It can be controlled by pruning of dead twigs followed by foliar spraying of vegetable sulfur at the rate of 2 gram per liter or copper oxychloride at the rate of 3 gram per liter of water during April and October period. The pest management includes control for black fly and white fly, citrusilla, citrus thrips, leaf miner, scale insects, bark eating caterpillars and trunk borer, fruit fly, fruit sucking moth, mites, etc. Other pests attacking citrus, particularly mandarin orange, especially in humid climate, or mealybug, nematodes, etc. Leaf miner Phyllochnitus citrilla is a small moth pest of citrus. Damage is caused by the leaves as they mine immature foliage. Twisted and curled leaves are generally the first symptoms noticed. Can be controlled easily by foliar spray either with quinalphos 1.25 ml or phenolurate 0.5 ml or monocrotophos 1 ml per liter of water at weekly intervals on new flush as soon as infestation is noticed. Citrus black fly and white fly. This is a species of white fly in the family Aleridae, commonly known as citrus black fly because of its slate blue color and honeydew excreted by the butterflies coats the outside of the fruits and leaves and promotes the growth of sooty mold fungus that inhibits photosynthesis, weakens the plant and make fruit unattractive. They can be easily controlled by one spray against the adults and 2 at 50% egg hatching stage, that is first half during April and December and 11 fortnightly of July. At 15 days interval either with acephate or quinalphos or imidacloprid can be also controlled by adopting certain biological method. Citrus psyllid is a sap-sucking citrus. Psyllid nymphs are found on new shoots of citrus. As they feed, they produce a toxin that causes the plant tips to die back or become contorted, preventing the leaves from expanding normally. Of more importance is the fact that they are vectors for the bacteria that causes one of the most devastating of citrus greening disease. It can be controlled by foliar spray either with quinalphos 1 ml or acephate 1 gram or monocrotophos 0.5 ml per liter of water at bud burst stage or as and when infestation is noticed during February, March, June, July and October, November. Citrus thrips. Feeding punctures younger fruits, leaving a characteristic ring of grey scarring on the rind is the typical symptom. Damage young leaves, which results in leaf distortion, silvering on the leaf surface, are another symptoms noticed. They can be controlled by foliar spray either with dimethoate 1.5 ml or monocrotophos 1 ml per liter of water at bud burst stage and berry size fruits. Maturity indices and harvesting pattern in citrus. There are two main crops in mandarin and sweet oranges. One is called Ambia bahar, that is mango flowering, the flowering of which occurs in the month of January at the time of mango flowering season. And second one is Ambia, the fruits of which are available in the month of October, December. The other crop is Mirk bahar, that is monsoon bloom, the flowering of which occurs in the month of June, July, and the fruits are harvested during February, April. Mandarins and sweet oranges normally take 240 to 280 days to arrive at maturity. Mature fruits at color breaking stage are picked up in 2 to 3 intervals of 10 to 15 days. Limes and lemons take 150 to 160 days for maturity. There may be 2 or 3 crops in a year in lime and lemons. Yield: in the case of mandarin, it commences from 5th year with about 50 fruits per tree and stabilizes in the 8th year. Average production is about 700 to 800 fruits per tree after stabilization. Sweet oranges similarly commences from 5th year with 40 to 50 fruits per tree and stabilizes around 8th year. Average production is about 500 to 600 fruits per tree after stabilization. In the case of lime and lemon, they usually commence 3rd year from planting with 50 to 60 fruits per tree and stabilizes in the 8th year. Average production is about 1000 to 1500 fruits per tree after stabilization. Economic life of the plantation 15 to 25 years. Post harvest management. For imparting uniform yellow-orange color to the fruits, application of ethopon at the rate of 250 ppm along with 1% of calcium acetate as foliar spray at maturity stage is recommended. Sweet oranges and mandarins may be treated with ethylene gas for de-greening and development of color. A temperature of 6 to 7 degrees C, 5 to 10 ppm of ethylene, 90 to 95% of relative humidity in a degreening chamber can set a change in color in about 48 hours. Cold storage condition for long-term storage for different citrus fruits are available. Pre-cooling of citrus fruits is done by forced air system. The storage conditions for each group are stated. For example, orange may be packed in well-ventilated corrugated fiber board boxes, size 30 cm into 30 cm into 30 cm. The storage conditions for various citrus fruits also like this. For example, mandarin, they can be stored at 5 to 7 degrees C with 85 to 90% relative humidity for a period of 4 to 8 weeks. Sweet oranges can be stored at 7 to 8 degrees C with 85 to 90% relative humidity for a period of 4 to 8 weeks. Limes and lemons can be stored for 6 to 8 weeks at 9 to 10 degrees C storage temperature with 80 to 90% relative humidity. Limes are subjected to pitting after storage at temperatures below 7 degrees C. Waxing treatment further reduces moisture loss, extends the shelf life in all citrus fruits. Citrus fruits, being perishable in nature, need to be handled delicately and hygienically. Sweet oranges, limes and lemons remain fresh under ambient conditions, hence can be transported to distant places for marketing. More care and attention is required for mandarins during handling and transport. Regarding the grading, fruits are graded on the basis of their size and color. The fruits which are oblong, high colored, immature, puffy, blemished, deformed, deep green, bruised, diseased are removed during and sorting operation. Storage: green or fully ripe fruits can be stored in evaporative cool chamber at 8 to 10 degrees C with a relative humidity of 90 to 90% for a period of 3 weeks after post-harvest treatment with bevistine 1000 ppm. Yellowish green fruits develop attractive yellowish orange in this chamber. Packing: harvested fruits are usually washed with chlorine 1000 ppm and after removing the water surface they are coated with stay fresh high shine wax say 2.5% containing bevistine 4000 ppm, finally dried at 50 to 55 degrees C in the tunnel dryer. Fruits are usually packed in wooden boxes for long distance markets, while for local marketing, baskets of split bamboos and mulberry are used. Chopped straw and dry grasses are mostly used for padding. Fruit should be cleaned and polished lightly with a piece of cloth before wrapping them in tissue paper or newspaper. Use of ventilated corrugated fiber board cartons in place of wooden boxes is highly beneficial. Transportation: oranges are generally transported by rail or road as ordinary cargoes without refrigeration. While summing up the citrus crop production technique, we have seen citrus is grown more than 26 states in India. It belongs to the family Rutaceae and most common species are mandarin oranges, that is Citrus reticulata, sweet orange, that is Citrus sinensis, acid lime is Citrus aurantifolia, whereas lemon is Citrus limon, and the pomelo Citrus maxima are important group of citrus fruits. They are propagated mainly by tree budding, grafting method, and to some extent by seeds. The important diseases of citrus are Phytophthora gummosis, citrus tristissa virus, citrus greening, citrus canker, powder mildew, anthracnose. Mandarin and sweet oranges normally take 240 to 280 days to arrive at maturity. There are two major crops available per year: February, April and October, December. Lime and lemon take about 150 to 160 days for maturity. Lime produces 2 to 3 crops in a year.